Oke, apakah kita sudah live? Halo guys, selamat malam. Welcome di gameplay part 4 The Roottrees Are Dead. Oke, jadi kita tadinya aku mau main game lain ya, cuman aku pikir kayak ini kalau dari yang aku lihat, maksudnya kalau dari kata-katanya si Samantha sama Clark kemarin, harusnya ini udah masuk yang akhir ya. Maksudnya kayak kita udah harusnya masuk, tinggal nemuin 5 orang lagi dalam ini kartu keluarga, dalam silsilah keluarganya, and then we're done with this case. Jadi aku pikir kalau misalnya bisa nyelesain hari ini, tamatin, biar ini aku uninstall udah dari laptop aku. Terus habis itu maybe habis ini kita bisa main yang lain. Kalau misalnya selesai cepet ya. Kalau enggak ya kita mainnya ini aja hari ini. Bentar aku share ini dulu ya. Tapi pas loh ini aku mau bilang ini pas karena di luar lagi hujan ya. Pas ambience-nya, tapi internetku jadi lama. Oke, ntar minum dulu. Oke guys, let's go. Oke, jadi kemarin si Samantha sama Clark datang dan bilang kalau kita udah nemuin 5 orang lagi, harusnya kita udah pas, udah kelar ini masalah. Mereka bisa, sisanya mereka bisa tes DNA aja. Terus karena kemarin aku bingung, udah rada lupa sama lore-nya, jadi aku pakai hint lumayan banyak, tapi nggak sebanyak first gameplay ya. Oke, aku pakai hint, terus katanya cari Grandeur School for the Deaf. Jadi konteksnya itu si pas masa kepemimpinannya si Guy Hudson ini, keluarga Roottrees ini pernah menyumbang besar untuk sekolah untuk anak-anak tunarungu ya. Mereka nyumbang besar, dan dari situ kita jadi dapat kalau kayaknya si kepala sekolahnya ini selingkuhannya si Guy Hudson. Jadi hari ini kita akan ngebahas itu, mulai dari sana. Okay, so Grandeur School for the Deaf has made a few odd appearances here and there in the Butler County time since 1990. It's not too many that you can look at all of them. And so after scrolling through a few pages, you manage to find something incredibly useful in an article that isn't even focused on the school itself. Local students provide key evidence in scientific study. The article from March of this year, 1999, mentions that the Ford sisters, who attend public school in Butler County, are one of only a handful of identical twins in the world who suffer from 2 different genetic issues. One of them has asthma, and the other has a deadly allergy to peanuts. Their mother, a Miss Susie Ford, who is principal at the nearby Grandeur School for the Deaf, was originally contacted by researchers looking to identify if there were any sets of twins where one was born deaf and the other was not. While she didn't have any twins attending her school, she asked if her daughters Melissa and Heather could be useful, and it turns out they were. Melissa and Heather, okay. She says they couldn't be more different. My youngest, we all call her that even though it's only by about 15 minutes, is shy but essentially hasn't stopped running from the moment she learned to scamper. Asthma has kept her sister off the soccer field, but she's the definition of extrovert. and is even performing in a local production of Is There a Life After High School later this year. Okay. What was their name? Melissa and Heather. Okay. Wait, who was the youngest again? Okay. Oh, this one. Ini yang Asma. Oke. Jadi yang Asma itu oke. Then this one has Asma. This one is Melissa. Ford. Student K-12 maybe. Heather. Ford. Okay. Supposedly, and then what else should we look for? Yeah. Oh, soccer, I did. Oh yeah, one of them is in a play, right? True. Which one? Is There a Life After High School is a musical. It's quite obscure, only appearing on Broadway for 17 performances after a preview period. Nowadays, it's mostly performed by smaller theater troupes, including high school drama clubs. If you couldn't tell by now, high school, okay. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnston was in musical theater all 4 years of high school. There's one song from it that has somewhat surpassed the popularity of the rest of the musical called The Kid Inside. If you'd like to listen to it, I recommend Barry Manilow's version. If you've heard the song before, it's likely that cover. The entire musical deals entirely with the traumas and nostalgia that society collectively shares about their formative years, which feels appropriately thematic for this game. I've always thought of it as somewhat ironic that they have high school theater clubs perform it though. Anyways, the keyword in that Butler County Times article was local. Okay, so we can look for okay. Oh, Heatherford. Yeah, that means Heatherford is the youngest, right? Wrong. What was it again? What was the school name? Copy. Okay. Also, the youngest is Melissa. Okay. So this one is Heather. This one is yes. Okay. Okay, should be this. Oh, Boca Doral. Oh, library. Okay. Oh, nice. Halo Kak Gula Batu. Welcome. Keluarga problematik banget Roottrees ini. I mean, kalau Anda nggak ngelihat how many times itu si bapak guys selingkuh. this point. Okay, the Bocadero Library no longer exists. You find multiple libraries in the area. According to the website for the library system in Miami, the building where it once sat is now the Miami Print Museum. Searching for the Miami Print Museum, you come across their website. It states their hours and list of exhibits. The building is very small, admission is free, and they only have a room for a few different displays. One of the exhibits is their courtyard, which includes a fountain as well as a statue of an unknown author. The picture has been added to your evidence. Another is a printing press that was used by the Miami Sunday. And now the Funk Weekly newspaper. The last is the original print of Cuba by Cubans, an art book. Marcia Barban. No, out of print. Nggak ada printnya, nggak ada printannya. Wait. Oke, Cuba, oke. Oke, Miami Print Museum. Oh, oke. Unknown author. If nothing was found. Okay, and then newspaper. Oh yeah. Miami. The Miami Sunday has no records that you can find online or in your periodical search. It merged with another periodical and became the Miami Mercury Sunday. A newspaper that lasted only a year. You find a small website about Kirky's printing historic facts that mention that the Miami Mercury Sunday was the outcome of merging two smaller failing newspaper. This resulted in one larger failing newspaper, which was only notable to the author because by combining the names in the way they did, it was tied for the longest title for an American newspaper at the time, with the newspaper in Jefferson, Texas. Okay. The Miami Mercury. Okay. Discover every periodical. Udah berapa anak yang terbukti kalau itu Roottrees? Udah. Oh no, it's raining. Bentar, udah berapa anak ini ya? Oke. Oke. Dan wait. Miami, wait. Yay. Udah berapa anak sih, guys? Anak tidak sahnya ada 1, 2, wait. Ya, 1 2 allegedly ya, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 allegedly ya. Belum tahu ini beneran anaknya atau belum karena kudu tes DNA juga. Terus kalau si Miracle ini anak tidak sahnya cuma 1. Itu aja sejauh ini. Wait. Terus kemarin kan keluarga Roottrees ada yang bikin alasan kan biar hartanya nggak berkurang tuh gimana maksudnya, jujur kemarin masih belum paham. Jadi intinya intinya mereka kan punya semacam firma hukum gitu ya. Firma hukum itu memastikan kalau kalau harta keluarganya itu cuman akan jatuh ke tangan Roottrees yang beneran Roottrees yang purely Roottrees gitu loh. Jadi kalau kalian anak haram, anak adopsi, anak di luar nikah gitu kan, kalau kalian anak adopsi gitu kan nggak dapat karena kalian bukan Roottrees. Tapi itu firma hukumnya itu punya kelemahan juga. Itu kan berarti kalau misalnya punya anak haram atau anak di luar nikah gitu ya, itu kan berarti otomatis dia Roottrees kan, punya darah Roottrees kan, ya berarti harus tetap dapat itunya, harus tetap dapat harus tetap dapat hartanya. Nah kalau misalnya firma hukumnya dibubarin, kayak ditarik, sepengertianku itu berarti pembagian hartanya kayak tergantung individu gitu. Atau gimana, aku juga kurang paham ya, tapi pembagiannya nggak akan sebanyak dulu lagi lah intinya. Oke. The Miami Mercury had an article about Bess Williams' section in the Bocadollar Library when it was being built in 1928. It mentioned that Bess' young son, now an orphan, was in attendance during the dedication. Okay. It also had a later mention from 1949, the last year the paper existed, about a bidding war for a planned expansion of the library in 1950. The bidding was won by Wildcat Construction and included a new statue, fountain, and second room that would double its shelf count. Okay, it was also mentioned earlier in 1947 under the headline "Constructing a Better World." Frank Wildcat Williams left Florida in 1941, a construction worker and returned a hero. Oh, berarti pada pengen banyak harta egois. Iya, makanya. Otsudun Kagia, oke, Kagula Batu. He won the Navy Cross for his bravery and sacrifice, having carried a fellow soldier to safety under heavy Nazi fire. Now he and his wife Ophelia are carrying his fellow soldiers through tough times at home. Wildcat Construction is Frank's company focused on creating opportunities for soldiers finding difficulty getting back to normal. Ophelia has handled outreach to the wives of local veterans who are often able to provide insight into their husband's needs and condition. She has, through such outreach, found 13 veterans of the war to serve as Frank's employees. The community support has been unendingly and overwhelmingly positive. It has gotten to the point where if Frank bids on a project, other local companies have decided to step back and let his soldiers handle it. This has become a bit of a sore spot for local politicians and business owners, as the bids are often not as low as they expected. The problem for them is that essentially Frank has a selective monopoly, but any attempt to circumvent it has caused an uproar and accusation of being un-American. Okay. I did. And then? Oh. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, Frank Wildcat Williams is is listed on a few different military history websites. He was awarded a Navy Cross Medal in World War II, and the story goes that even after being struck in the arm with a bullet, he managed to carry a fellow soldier through enemy territory on his shoulders for over 2 miles. Okay. Military man. Lama. He died of 874 in retirement community in Sweetwater, Florida. An obituary on the website of a local news channel that was written by his surviving family also sheds light on some of his personal life. He grew up an orphan because his family died in a hurricane when he was very young. He could barely remember his mother and had no memory of his father. After the war, he ran a construction company that mainly hired World War II veterans and did a lot of jobs in and around the greater Miami area. He was a born joker and shining light to those veterans who needed it most. An anecdote mentioned that he used to insist he married his wife Ophelia as a matter of courtesy and convenience. She wouldn't have to change her last name. A photo is attached of Frank in his youth juggling hammers in front of one of his construction sites, as he was often known to do. According to the article, he is survived by Ophelia, as well as his daughters Barb and Sharon Williams. Okay. His wife is Williams. Son and daughters. Barb. Daughters. Barb and okay. Where were okay. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yes, this one. Wait. Who's Beth? Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, this one. Elias kan ya? So it's him. Elias. What was he? President. Who is this one? Bess Williams? Author? And then this one must be him. What was his name? Frank Williams. Oh, bukan. What was he again? Ah, oh, nice. Mm. Oh, okay. Oh ya. Oke. Oh my god. Anda juga selengki. Oh, I mean he had Sam before. Gak mungkin sebiji doang. Oke, Ophelia. Yeah, I don't know. Dojon? Oh, wait. Let up. Wait, let me... Oh yeah, this one. Dan ini ya. Okay, wait. Yeah, I know her name is Ophelia, but I don't know her last name. Okay. Menuju era-era ini the hint. Okay, I'll try. Oh wait. Barb Williams. Is a motivational speaker, and she has a website that explains the services she offers. Her company's address is listed as in Coconut Grove, Florida. Oh, so she's kind of like Miracle. The Greta Jones from... Okay. What is this? Greta Jones is, according to a flyer in your possession, the morning news anchor for a channel called WKTV12. Unfortunately, has no online presence whatsoever. You do find it listed on a giant list of television call signs next to the city Springfield under the heading Effingham County. Okay. United States. United States, Georgia, okay. Effingham County. Okay, so it was in the United States. Portland. news type. Ikoti. Portland. Oh, wait. Okay, what was it? Okay. There's no Kiki Waffles anywhere in the world that you can find. Instead, a man named Chris Elmsworth has invented a small town newspaper as a conceptual art piece. The Kiki Waffles Gazette is a series of online articles about small restaurants, shows, and other tourist attractions all across the United States. This is presented as a monthly newspaper of small town America. What makes the Kiki Waffles Gazette a bit strange is that amongst the articles detailing real location are occasional stories that present outlandish, inflammatory concepts in extremely mundane ways. For example, on the homepage right now is an article entitled "Mermaids Strike Back Against Lobster Farms" that, using very dry language, details the idea that the mermaids in Maine have begun to unionize. In support of better benefits, there are no punchline. Okay. And Vic Elmsworth. Okay, according to his own personal page, is apparently one of 3 brothers. All 3 of them are contributors to a newspaper called the Kiki Waffles Gazette. And he tends to focus more on the southeastern United States. All of the articles he's written are archived on his site, including the long-form version of the review for Barb Williams' motivational show from 1997. According to Victor, he had seen Barb talk more than once. On this particular occasion, Barb's talk was at a very large church, and it was clear she was an expert at matching the presentation of her concepts for any particular crowd. Because she received a standing ovation. Oh wait, Barb? Oh yeah. Barb started with a story about loss, specifically the loss of a bicyclist who had been hit by a car. She spoke about the death of any person as a darkness in their loved ones, a cold, empty void that begins to creep into a space where there once was light, because the light could never return exactly how it once was. She says the only option is to nurture new sources of light to help fight back the darkness. Her conclusion was that finding the hidden meanings in tragedy is the most important thing we do. She used multiple biblical comparisons and finished by looping back around her initial story and how she personally began to come around to this ideology. The biker who died was her son-in-law. And the Lanes Across America charity was created to fill the newfound darkness her daughter experienced. Nice. Lanes Across America, or LAA, is a charity focused on adding bike lanes to major cities. Okay. The pages of news articles that mention lanes across America have similar summary in them. LAA was founded in 1987 after the death of Drew Smith. Drew was biking home from work when he was hit by a car. Each year since, Lanes Across America has grown, and they now have office in over 12 major metropolitan areas, including Miami, where the charity began. Okay. Miami. Oh, nothing. So, oh yeah, LAM. According to the world, to hit someone. Oh, lane across Miami. Oh, okay. Oh, lanes. Okay. Lamb was born in 1987 and became LAA in 1994. It was founded by Sharon Smith after death of her husband. On the other articles, a full uncropped version of the same wedding photo. After Sharon left Lamb, they began to crop her out of the photo to focus solely on Drew, who is the face of the charity. Oh, okay. Okay, so okay, wait. So oh, that means this one is Sharon Smith. Ini wait, isn't she? Dow Jones split up. Oh, they split up. Wait. The rest of the Drew Smith. Okay. Oh, this one is Drew Smith. This person, and that means this was his Barbara. What is your name? Preacher or public speaker? Wait, what was your name in the... Yeah, Barb Williams. Springfield, Georgia. Okay, when you refine your search to television in and around Springfield, Georgia, you come across a website that lists different channels available there. The list seems to only feature broadcasts with female news and anchors. The person who runs the website, okay, or Channel 12. Greta Flores. Flores! news anchor who apparently used to go by Greta Jones before her divorce. Compared to the ordeal you've gone through to simply figure out her current name, it's way easier than you expect to find that she has a website of her accomplishment. She was apparently the MC for an all-female speaking tour in 1977. The tour was called Storytellers of Sisterhood, the Mothers and Daughters of Earth. You do search for it, and it seems some of the stories were compiled. Okay, stories of sisterhood. Ayolah, hell. Okay, nice. Wait. Okay, Barb Williams has the transcript of a story she told on stage published in a book. The first part of her story focuses on two 16-year-old girls. My sister Sherry was a brat, always sulking, often disobedient, never on time. She borrowed things without asking and even ran away from home, only to sneak back the next day like nothing had changed. My daughter Sharon, on the other hand, was a beautiful person. She had excellent marks in school, was intensely artistic and creative, and even volunteered at an animal rescue. She continues to tell stories of the two girls until she shifts the narrative. What was the difference between Sherry the brat and Sharon the beauty? Is it nature, nurture, or a better education? Different opportunities? The answer is nothing. There was no difference because my sister and my daughter are the same girl. Ah, okay. Barb reveals that her daughter was the result of an unexpected pregnancy when she was only 15. I met a boy at a county fair, unlike us. He lived in the nice part of town. He went to the good school. To a teenage girl, it felt like a fairy tale, but there were boxes all over his house. He was moving in 3 days. Those 3 days were heaven to me. The final night he surprised me. He told me he could actually see me again soon. He planned to return to visit his grandparents. I thought I was giving him a reason to keep his promise. I never saw him again, and when I finally got desperate enough to ask around, a friend of a friend told me he hadn't even given me his real last name. Barb also talks about when she found out she was pregnant. I was convinced my life was over, but my parents, they took charge. I had to live at home and work a part-time job, but they removed the burden of motherhood. I managed to scrap out a degree in English, and as far as my daughter was concerned, I was her much older sister. Barb used the story to come to a conclusion. When I was younger, I thought my sister was the brat, and I wasn't wrong, but she ran away from home to work at that animal shelter. She borrowed my clothes for presentations at school, and her creativity allowed her to open up Sherry's hair. It took me far too long to realize that beauty was always there too. In fact, the brat and the beauty exist in all of us. It was my inner brat that kept me blind to the truth, and I'd like to say it's the beauty in me that's finally able to see what I was missing. I implore you to call upon the beauties in yourselves whenever the brat tries to take hold. Okay. Hello Williams, welcome. Kalau kira bakalan agak malaman. Ya, I mean mumpung lagi kosong gitu. Halo Kak Frey. Tapi emang lagi jelek-jelek banget internetku jam segini. So what should I do from that? Okay. Yeah, Sherry's hair. Okay. Sherry's. Maksudnya ini mau aku tamatin biar kalau misalnya cepat tamatnya aku bisa main yang lain gitu. Oh my god. The internet is so bad. Okay, there's Sherry hair in Orlando. The owner of the business is Sherry. Yes, Mickey. Sherry has a large fan and on weekends can bring the style of Britney, Christina, or even the Rachel to your door. The About Sherry section is very long and presented as one paragraph with multiple run-on sentences and no pictures. You get the sense that if she were to do your hair, she'd be doing a lot of talking. It mentioned that her husband Pete, okay, was her late husband's college roommate. Oh, She and he had never spent any significant time together until she became a widow and they built a charity together. They left the charity behind because it was growing beyond their ability to run it. She also brags about her kids, Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Her oldest, Tony, seems to get the short end of the stick. His two listed accomplishments are that he's the oldest and he's a straight A student. Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball accomplishments. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay, so... okay, so... Okay. What was her name again? Pete. Yes. Okay. So their name was Tony, Mark, and Cricket. Okay. Tony. Mark. Okay. Mark, on the other hand, has multiple baseball. Mark. Athlete. Nggak ada atlet di sini. Pro athlete, oke. Okay. Her oldest, Tony. Wait. Wrong. No, you. Pro athlete, okay. Okay, her oldest, Tony. He's still listed. His oldest is straight A student, okay. Cricket, York. Wait. Why is her name York? Entire section dedicated to her. She is an actress. Okay, I know she's an actress. Why is it York? This is so confusing. Okay. And the reason Sherry relocated from Miami to Orlando. Sherry, in addition to being hireable to come to do your do, is a stylist for the show. The passage also mentioned that her agent recommended they change her last name to York. Okay. 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 Oh, that's cool. So her name is still yeah. Okay. Artis cilik ya dia berarti. Okay. A children's show film at a studio in Orlando, Florida. It has been on the air since 1991. In the show, multiple adults and children interact with different animal puppets in a small town called Liberty. Unlike some other popular shows involving non-human performers, this one isn't funded by the public. Instead, it's paid for by donations from businesses related to education. This includes textbook manufacturers like Corysmatic, tutoring companies such as Eduk, and a few well-known publishers of picture books. From what you can find, it's syndicated in a few markets across the southern United States. Like most other children's entertainment, many of those that grew up with it tend to have fond memories. That works in your favor because the show has been documented by a few fan sites. Okay. Okay, that is this one. Mark Smith. Wait, what was his name again? Oh no. Yes. Oh, nothing on him. So what should we search now? Oh, okay. Halo Kak Hadi, welcome. Apa kabarmu? Baik, udah mulai sembuh dari sakit. Wait. Okay. Oh, tutoring service. Oh, okay. Where? This one, maybe. Oh wait, this one is Barbara? Oh. Wait. Yeah, this one is... Iya, udah benar dong. Oh iya, namanya jadi Williams ya. Oh, Williams. Oke. Udah. Oh, okay. He's not a pro athlete student. Then this one is what? A baby? A student? Okay. Yeah, I know. Oh, actor. Oh, tadi udah bener. Then oh, oke. Okay. Long time no see, lihat kamu. Oh, iya, soalnya aku waktu itu kan waktu itu beresnya tuh aku kan aku kan terakhir stream kan sebelum pasca aku kosong sama sekali, terus habis itu langsung ke Surabaya Dan sakit kan, jadi lama baru bisa live. Buya. Hi.
Hi again. I know you probably thought you were done.
Yes.
But it turns out what you're doing here might have some pretty major repercussions on the family tree.
Oh
Again.
no.
Also, there's something really strange happening. I can't explain it.
Apalagi
Neither
nih?
of us can.
I'd call it a simple misunderstanding, but it's digging at the pit of my stomach. I just have a feeling. Clark?
Last
Yes.
week, let's just say being the president, sometimes people bring me things.
Okay.
Just skip to the important part.
Right. One of our janitors brought me some hair she'd found in Ruby Spratt's trash. It was Bonnie Hudson's. Bonnie is
Oh.
Guy's sister. She'd sent us her hair to test potential Roottrees, since her DNA is closest to Guy's.
Okay.
But Ruby threw it out, and I wasn't sure why she would have done that.
Oh.
Especially right before we began testing the tree you provided.
Oh. Ruby itu kan itu ya yang mereka pekerjakan untuk itu kan hukum gitu kan. Oh my god. Oh, is she? Oh.
When I asked, she told me she thought the samples needed to be fresh every time they did a test.
It seems really odd. Ruby was the one who convinced us to do DNA testing in the first place. She seemed so knowledgeable. I don't like it. You've done more of a deep dive on these people than anybody else has. Clark will keep a closer eye on the DNA tests from now on. You have an eye for anomalies. We need you to find the smoking guns.
If there's anyone
Okay.
you're 100% positive can't be a Rootree,
Or any you've got definitive evidence are Roottrees, then we might be able to catch Ruby in a lie.
Okay. What we got? Okay. After putting together the tree of potential new Roottrees, Clark and Sam appeared at your door together. According to Clark, Ruby Spratt, the company's lawyer, was caught throwing away the DNA samples from Bonnie Hudson. These were intended to be used to test new potential Roottrees. Something doesn't sit right with Sam, and the two of them ask for your help. Okay. They're hoping that with your evidence and understanding of the family tree, you could verify which people in the dotted boxes are almost certainly legitimate Roottrees, very unlikely to be legitimate Roottrees, and which of them are too ambiguous to make decisions one way or another. Okay. Okay, wait, Ruby Spratt. This one is optional, so okay. Okay, what's this? Oh my god, why are you inconsistencies? Is relatively elusive. The most complete source of information you can find from before her time with the Roottrees is from the website for a magazine owned by a major airline. She was the subject of one article from a recurring series about modern day success stories. Ruby grew up in foster care but excelled at school and earned a scholarship to study at Mid-Eastern University. There she graduated at the top of her legal class and was quickly hired as a lawyer for a prominent firm. There are a few high-profile corporate involved cases she was part of. One was legal consultant for a class action lawsuit against a manufacturer of steering wheel covers. Another was to help a local gas station chain in her hometown of Portland. Oh. Wait, Portland? Wait. Wait. Was featured in the Portland Telegraph when she was in high school in an article called Local Teen Making Change for Foster Care System. According to the article, Ruby Spratt grew up in the foster care system, was apparently the valedictorian of her school, and was as a Girl Scout who was earning her gold award. This required a project to help the community, and Ruby chose to raise money to build a fountain she called Foster Fountain. The fountain has few small pedestals that stick up high above the water. People are expected to toss coin into the fountain for good luck and will be encouraged to aim for the top of pedestals. All the coins, jadi kayak apa sih yang lempar-lempar koin itu loh? Di Yunani ya? Oke, Foster Fountain. Oke. Mid Eastern ada nggak di sini? Okay, Ruby Spratt graduated top of her class from the Mid-Eastern's Legal College. Her valedictorian speech was somewhat controversial at the time, as it was quite serious with a heavy focus on wealth inequality. This didn't go over well with the predominantly middle to upper class audience in attendance. The editor of the Herald at the time said Ruby, unsatisfied by simply earning her place at Mid-Eastern with a full scholarship, went on to earn a captive audience of her peers with a perfect GPA. It felt like the ideal occasion for a celebration of an undoubtedly incredible individual. However, by the end of her speech, there were many in the audience that wished that neither of those events had transpired. It was a passionate attempt to use her soapbox to proselytize her fellow students and their parents into the religion of poverty. But unfortunately, judging by the silence, they remain unconverted. Okay. So what should I do? Oh yeah, Picotti. Minimum. Okay. Oh yeah, Jane Doe Roottrees was not a Roottrees. They said Anonymous worked as a manager at a department store in North Carolina, and her daughter's name was Courtney May. They also said that the woman that vouched for her famous cover story that didn't identify news, perhaps to avoid being sued, is named Corinne S., and that she had filed for bankruptcy. The article speculates that Anonymous and Corinne were in on it together, and even do we have anyone named Corinne here? Corinne S. Oh yeah, isn't she... Wait. Oh, aku kira kayak ada yang namanya kayak gitu, tapi kayaknya enggak ya. Oke, maaf guys, aku udah mulai banyak pakai hint, udah mulai pusing soalnya. Courtney May has a simple website with black text on a white background and a few images. From the view counter, you can tell you're one of only a few hundred people who has visited it. She's not shy about claiming she is Jane Doe Roottrees. As proof, she has posted an obscure cover from the time she was featured on News Time, as well as different picture of herself that appears to be a wedding photo. The website seems to be created in defense of her mother, who has been the target of public scrutiny. Under the headline, The True Story of Jane Doe Roottrees, courtesy of Courtney May Newton. Oh. Everyone has everything wrong. My mom approached the Roottrees before 5-piece was ever on the cover of Newstime. Nobody at the Roottrees company took us seriously. They only listened to us after we appeared on TV and magazines. The site has a scanned letter from the Ruby legal group to Courtney May's mother Beatrice. In very polite legal terms, it seems to accuse her of exploiting their name and orders her to leave the Roottrees alone. It's dated from a few weeks before 5-piece article appeared in the Newstime and it seems legitimate. Okay. Do you know how difficult it was to convince anyone to tell our story? My mom didn't want to show her face because everyone in the media we approached assumed she was lying because her story was just like 5-piece, but my mom's story was first. Mom was advised by Ryan and Cork to tell Newstime that seeing 5-piece on the cover was what inspired her to go public. That's the only way Newstime would agree to it and help her get on TV. But it's not true. Our story was first. Courtney's defense continues, but much of it seems repetitive and useless. Towards the end of her page, she discusses the DNA test and defends her mother character. My mom is amazing. She's the nicest woman in the world. She has diabetes and worked at the department store, but still managed to help pay for my apartment in the big city so that I could stay with my high school sweetheart. I got a degree in nursing, so I learned about DNA in college, but I'm beginning to think it's all a lie. Mom is 100% confident that there's nobody else who could be the father. Either they did the test wrong or DNA is complete BS. She is not a liar. Okay. Okay. So this one is... Wait, I forgot his name. Her name. Wait. Courtney May. Coto. Pusing. Daniel, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I know her name already. Oh yeah, Beatrice. Beatrice, watch. And then... Oh yeah, retail. Oh no, this one is the retail one. Oh yeah, it's a nurse. Okay, and then what? Orion and Cork. Nyak. Ini orang yang udah pusing akan terus pencet hint. Mohon maaf guys. Okay, Ryan and Cork is an unremarkable law firm based in North Carolina. May baterai. Okay. The firm mostly handles local cases and recently represented Anonymum. Their website has section... Okay, was not a Roottrees. Okay. The test says there were virtually no chance that Anonymum's daughter Courtney May was a Roottrees. It lists that DNA from a Jane Doe was tested against the DNA of Bonnie Kellogg Hudson. Ryan and Cork, who were representing Anonymum, have confirmed that the sample they sent to the Roottrees was definitely Courtney May's hair. Oh, DNA ko. DNA testing company. DNA testing is a relatively new phenomenon that allows scientific laboratories to prove a possible family relationship between two people. It's fairly cutting edge. The method by which they test samples has only become standard in the last decade. According to their site, DNA Teco was responsible for the DNA test that proved Felix Felowes was a Roottries, and even used it as an example of how a DNA test looks. Whenever they take a sample in person, they put the name of the person of the test according to their legal ID. Because Guy Hudson is dead, there is no known DNA source for Guy. They tested Felix's hair versus the hair sample sent from the Roottrees. It's listed as Jane Doe because it wasn't collected in person, but the Roottries company let them know it was from Bonnie Kellogg. Okay. Okay. Mary Beth Clementine. Oh, Butler County time, sorry. Butler. Okay. I get confused. Okay. Oh, Lucinda Jacobson. Oke. Oh iya, yang istri sama iparnya si Miracle itu nggak sih? Atau? And then? Oh yeah, the possible Roottrees. Okay. Oh my god, I don't know this one. Oh yeah, this clue. Oh, there are a lot of clues that I haven't found yet on this man. Okay. Dirty Dev. Okay. Okay. White men can jump. Okay, this reference has caused some confusion amongst the fan base because of it. It's a grip on. Okay. Some take this to mean that the album had to have been released. Okay. Okay. In glass. Okay. While he hasn't done any interviews with the magazine, listed him amongst the hunky howdies for the past few months with small bios that tell you various facts about him. This includes his real name, David, his birthday. Okay, a letter to the editor also claims that it's not possible that he was born in 1977 as he claimed the song. Oh, wait. As he claimed on a song called 17 magazine that he turned 17 in 1992. The editor responds with stating that they've reached out to his agent as the end result wasn't performed by 5piece and they shouldn't print rumors. Oh. Oh. Wait. Okay, if it's impossible for him to be born. 17 magazines. The title of an unreleased and controversial song by Dirty Davy. There's mention of it on a few sites, claiming that it was on the first release of his first mixtape but was removed. There's no audio or visual evidence of it existing, but there are independent accounts from people who have claimed to have heard it, and they do generally line up. According to their recollection, it was obviously many different loosely connected occurrences of the number 17, mostly violent. The intro states it was written on Davy's 17th birthday and involved a fictional but glorified series for a teenage magazine with a similar name to the song title. The person... Okay. And this is... okay, it is generally considered a very poor taste to bring up. Davy Daphne. Okay, nothing. Okay. In Business Watch. Aku lupa nama itunya soalnya. Business Watch. Salah. Okay, Clark Rafferty LaRue as well as Ruby Spratt and her company Ruby Legal Enterprises were featured in Business Watch after the company took over as the keepers of the clan's trust. There's an article about that process that interviews both Clark and Ruby. It seems that Ruby actually approached the Roottrees sometimes in late March after the Roottrees rift, but well before Roottrees mania. An accomplished but relatively low-profile lawyer, she offered to work for very little money. This is suspicious. Siapa yang mau kerja untuk uang sedikit, untuk gaji sedikit, pasti ada maunya. So long as she could be a public face to build her reputation. The family quickly jumped on this chance, as many family members often attempt to spend as little as possible. Okay. Oh iya, karena keluarganya juga rada oke. Okay, after looking over the clan's trust more carefully than anyone has in years, Ruby came to the conclusion that Clancy Edward Roottrees' implementation was not legally sound and that there would be constant legal challenges without some modifications. The family decided to put her in charge of the trust, both legally and as a public face to prevent further issues. Ruby Legal Enterprises has been described as a mix between a law firm and a PR firm. Was to help them draft a public statement accepting Simon to the family and declaring that they began to address the clan's trust. This went quite well and they officially hired her in early April. Oh, okay. Which one aku udah lupa. I think I have spider searched that one. Yeah, I know this one. Okay. The Fountain of Youth. It's a fountain, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Not this one. Portland Telegraphs. Okay, ceremony for the local Portland landmark called the Fountain of Youths. Apparently at the unveiling of the fountain, the mayor of Portland made a speech and there were performances by multiple local entertainers and speakers. Oh, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Okay. Jangan sampai kalian ada kong kaling kong ini. It seems that a whistleblower came forward to the US government about Chijins, which was said to have been founded in China by a partnership involving American and Chinese medical specialists who then built their medical facilities in the United States. The article mentioned the whistleblower's claim. Chijins will sometimes claim that they perform IVF when they did not. This would often be used as an excuse for an otherwise unexplainable pregnancy. They'd fly their clients to America where they would stay for an extended period of time, then return to China with news of a successful IVF pregnancy. The whistleblower apparently presented the Department of Health and Human Services with credible evidence. At the time of the article, it was still ongoing investigation, but Business Watch speculated that they couldn't imagine a world in which the company would be allowed to continue operation without facing serious legal or financial consequences. Okay. The journalist claimed that this was the shutdown story he was doing about her. The story claiming her marriage was not of her own choice. His research claimed that she essentially had her husband forced upon her as a child bride at the age of 15. Oh my god, what an asshole. It also claims that the past appearances with her husband have been for show. They do not live together and that she resents her own parents for the arrangement. The final claim was that she must have made her money under the table through nefarious and possibly illegal means during Brazil dictatorship, as his research uncovered that she could not possibly have earned enough to start a media company otherwise. After making this statement, the reporter went to hiding in fear of his safety. Okay. Oh? Really? They are? They are! What the heck? Bukannya why suddenly we bring them up? Gila banget sih, masih belum selesai masalah warisan ini. Iya, soalnya law firm mereka, si Ruby Splat ini, dia ngebuang rambutnya si kembarannya Guy yang harusnya dipakai buat tes DNA. Jadi kita curiganya si law firm mereka ini, si Ruby Splat ini nipu mereka for some reason. Bobby Roottrees. Okay, released from French prison after serving a few years for assault, his embezzlement and arrest were precisely featured in 6 pieces. Okay. He has not yet returned to the United States, but when journalists reached out to him recently after the death of his mother, he had issued a blanket statement a few days ago. The death of my mother was hard on our family. My brother and I, after spending time together, caring for her and mourning, have finally made amends. It was highly transformative few weeks when it came to our relationships. I'm in recovery from my addiction, and a major aspect of that process is that I wish to stay private. Oh, okay. Guys like us. Aku kayaknya mau buka guide deh guys, udah nggak kuat baca lagi aku. Oke. Leslie Florence. Oh, she died of a genetic disease known as Huntington. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Oh wait, Penelope. Okay. Okay. Wait. And was to help a cure for Huntington's disease, she released a statement. In the last few months, I've gone from knowing nothing about it to learning more than any person should have ever have to. Okay. Due to its director bring out medical issue. Wait, so he could possibly have that Huntington disease because jadi mungkin dia punya Huntington karena Tessa Green itu, karena si Tessa Green lagi buka itu kan buka donasi untuk nyari. So she couldn't be a Roottrees. Soalnya itu kan turunan dan si Gwen kan nggak sakit itu. Nggak tahu ya, menurutku ya. Yeah. Okay, those affected live another 15 to 18 years as their symptoms worsen. Huntington is passed genetically from parent to child. The gene that causes Huntington works, okay, cannot be passed on recessively, meaning it cannot skip a generation. Yes. In other words, if someone has a mother or father with Huntington's, but they themselves did not receive it from their parent, their children will also never have it. Yeah. Until the early 1990s, it was impossible. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Smoking guns. The first role, okay. Walter Forsyth. Doesn't mention her by name, okay. An apology to all the ladies, I'm actually taken earlier. Okay. The third is rumored that his divorce from Gwen was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwen arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwen announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and also that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility. Okay. Be. Pusing. Ini unlimited tak? Iya, makanya aku buka terus dari tadi udah pusing. Masalahnya aku tuh nggak bisa ituin ini. Makanya aku mau buka guide. I cannot decide yang mana yang Roottrees yang mana yang bukan. Tapi menurutku dia Roottrees ya. Yang aku yakin Roottrees itu dia. Nah, wait. Yang dia sih yang aku kurang yakin ya, because banyak kontroversi yang bilang apa kayak dia memalsukan kelahirannya gitu. Oke, wait. Bentar, kita lihat itu dulu deh. Kayaknya ini kita harus mulai lihat-lihat tahun deh. Page 1. Where was it? Oke. Yeah, there is this Susie person. Yang katanya mistressnya ya. Iya, oke. Oh, wait. Si Christine tuh sampai kapan deh dia jadi sekretaris? Bentar. Christine. Where? This one. Oke, 1982 ya. Oh, Beatrice Watts. Oh, Cat Christine. Oh ya. 1978. Oke. Oke, 1978. I mean, sebenarnya yang ini nggak harus. Sore Gia, halo Kak Selin, welcome. Oke, let's see. Bentar Selin, aku lagi kau pusing. Oh my god. This one, okay. But I don't think does he. Tapi masalahnya kita nggak ada satupun orang nama Joanna loh di itu, di yang jadi sekretaris itu loh. Tapi kan ada fotonya ya. Susan Ford. Nya. Okay. Robert is 3 years younger than James. Okay. Page 2. Christine tuh dari 9 berapa deh dia? Wait, where's the santuy. Bentar, Christine ya, dia dari 1976 ya, sampai dia Christine. Ya, sampai 1978 sampai. Ya, sampai ini kan. Dan oke, berarti dia 2 tahun doang ya. Terus this one 1992. Yeah, her mom was here. June 6. Oh, ini. On his son, okay. And he already has a son. Tapi kemungkinannya ada sih ya, I mean kemungkinannya ada because adiknya kan lahir sekitar ini kan udah lahir 1978an ya, berarti lahirnya sekitaran ini mungkin. Ini lahir 3 tahun kemudian, berarti nggak mungkin dia sama Guy kan, dia lahir dari Guy kan, ini ada kemungkinannya. So yeah, menurutku oke, this two is a twin. Jadi kemungkinan besarnya pasti barengan lah. Yeah, he and his mistress. 1982 sampai 1984 ya, oke. 2 tahun juga, oke. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Menurutku yang masih tanda tanya ini berdua kayak I don't think we have enough proof. This one company record. Foreign battery watts. Iya, mereka ke itu kan, ke Spanish sekitaran ini kan, tahun segini kan. Yeah, I have a feeling. Aku punya feeling kayaknya kan emaknya si Sonia Alves ini, dia kan dinikahin muda ya sama bapaknya yang maksudnya sama si bapaknya ini, si suaminya ini, si siapa, Suarez Edson, because itu kan masa-masa pemerintahan diktatorship Brasil gitulah ya, jadi semua orang takut sama dia. And then dia tuh kayaknya ngumpulin uang tuh dengan cara yang nggak benar, dalam artian I think she probably slept with Hudson, with Guy, so that he has simpanan gitu loh, biar dia ada simpanan buat kabur atau buat apa gitu loh. Tapi maybe terus dibiayain. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I don't know this one. I don't think. Ya ini kata aku. Kayak terlalu aneh itunya. Terlalu aneh katanya kalau dia tiba-tiba dapat bayi buat diadopsi. Ini yang bukan kayaknya. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right or not, but tinggal 2 ini ya. Yang buat huru hara pertama yang bikin kita bingung. Adrian Roland. Oke guys, buat 2 sisanya I will just ngasal ya guys. I will just going with my gut feeling. Oh, what did I do wrong now? I am going with my gut feeling here, jadi kalau salah maafkan aku. Hey. Oke. Oh yes. Nice. Wih, kamera baru, hehehe. Oke. Hey.
Beatrice and Courtney May. Clark, can you swing another test against Bonnie's DNA?
This time I'll be sure to have them verify both samples in person.
Okay. I don't know if I did it right or not.
Using the family tree you filled out, as well as DNA tests, we were able to uncover the truth behind all the inconsistencies. Clark's handling the business, but I've come to thank you and fill you in on everything we've learned. Buckle up, because it's been one heck of a week.
Yeah.
Actually, that's an understatement. It's not every week you discover your family company is being sabotaged by someone they trusted.
Sudah kuduga.
But that's the kind of time we've been having. Like I said, buckle up. Maybe grab some popcorn.
Alam
We'll
balon.
start with Guy Hudson.
Okay.
Guy had a frankly ridiculous number of potential children.
Yes.
What shocked me is how many graduated from potential to confirmed.
Okay. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We can even prove he was aware of them. The smoking gun was how he used company money to pay off a lot of women.
Oh my god, what a horrible asshole.
He hid it with a method inspired by his idol, Elias.
Yes,
5-piece flavors. The flavors he was paying to research were a ruse.
Okay.
He developed flavors based on the initials of the women he was paying. Which was really stupid, considering one of their names started with X.
Oh yeah, seen you. Oh my gosh. Oh ya, berarti bener Beatrice selingkuhannya ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. What a horrible man.
Let's start with Christine. Guy was paying her under the name Caviar, but there were some other clues. James was born 9 months after Zach's party.
Okay. Yeah.
Christine was there with Guy, and when she got pregnant, she panicked. Steve stepped up. He even turned it into one of his recipe stories.
Okay. Oh, she has a bun in the oven. Okay. Oh, itu perumpamaan
Not all of
ngomong
Guy's
lah.
affairs led to offspring. He may have slept with Robin Martin, but she didn't have children, so we'll never know.
Iya, dia itu si Robin Martin ngebuat biar dia nggak bisa hamil gitu, ngebuat dirinya nggak bisa hamil.
Also, not every child of Guy's affair partners were his. Robert Garland was born after his parents had already moved to Boston.
Yes. Okay.
Skipping Beatrice for now. Up next is Leng Xinyu. When Guy showed up in China, she was into America. And Americans. Dare I say redheads even?
Iya, kata adeknya yang bener-bener mau ke Amerika tuh si
When she
Xinyu,
got
bukan
pregnant,
dia.
her father paid key genes to fake IVF.
Yes.
They claimed her sister was unable to conceive.
Yes. Okay.
But her sister and Jerry had their own son.
Iya,
Mark.
inkonsistensinya di sana. Kan mereka punya anak, makanya aku kayak lah. Kalau mereka bisa punya anak, what do they need IVF for? Okay.
Sonia Alves was soon after. Nia was married at a very young age to a much older husband.
Iya, dia dipaksa nikah
She
sama orang tuanya.
resented him. I don't blame her. They allegedly spent no time together in private.
Yes.
Guy was in Brazil during Christmas 1979. It's the only Christmas not in the records. Flavio was born 9 months later, and like the others, Guy started paying Sonia.
Yes. Okay, I was right.
Last was Susan Ford, hired to translate for Guy's overseas trips. It's easy to read into Guy's donation to her school, but there's no definitive proof there.
Iya,
She and
nggak ada
Guy were
bukti.
witnessed together near the end of his life. Susan's husband was convinced he couldn't be the father of her daughters. Guy, though, paid double. The
Oh,
price of twins.
so they are the children. Okay. So I was wrong yang ini.
So, what about 5 Ps? Felix Fellow's mother, Joanna, doesn't have a 5 pieces flavor. On top of that, his story doesn't really add up.
Iya,
His mother already left
inkonsistensinya
the
terlalu
company
banyak.
by the time Guy became
Nah, iya
president.
ini.
And his lyrics indicate he was born sometime around 1975.
Mamanya bukan sekretaris di bawahnya
Alone,
si itu,
that wouldn't necessarily
si
prove it.
Guy.
But there are some suspicious connections between Felix
Oh ya,
and the
ini yang
company's
kita nggak
current
ketemu
lawyer,
tadi.
Ruby Spratt. They both grew up in Portland
Yes,
in
I
foster
know.
care. And according to the local paper,
In
they
foster
definitely
care. Oh
knew
my
one
god.
another.
Bener juga, kok aku nggak nyadar ya? Iya, David Fellowes juga ada di sana.
Ruby was the one who approached the Roottrees to begin with. It
Yes.
was all a setup. Ruby and Felix saw my book's challenge to the Clancet Trust as an opportunity. His
Buat
mother
jadi
really
kaya ya?
had worked for Roottree, and Ruby was a respected lawyer. She exploited my family's greed, worked her way into control of the trust, and ensured Felix got a piece. But they made some mistakes along the way.
Iya.
If you look at the 2 DNA tests that Ruby handled, they were both supposedly tested against Bonnie Hudson.
Oke.
But the 2 signatures that should both represent Bonnie don't match.
Oh,
After Clark
yeah,
and I
this one.
confronted her, Ruby lawyered up. Ironic, I know. We
Iya, ya.
suspect Ruby had
Aku nggak
Genetico
ngerti.
test Felix against his own mother's DNA. He had a hairbrush of hers. They sent the female sample in remotely. On the second test, Bonnie's sample was tested locally, but Courtney May's was not.
Ah,
Ruby's been throwing away samples. We think she sent her own hair instead of Courtney May's, but it could have been anyone's.
okay.
Ruby and Felix were in cahoots. As for why, they were both advocates of wealth redistribution.
Okay.
A noble effort. But once they controlled the family fortune, they became just as greedy as the worst members of my family. The money corrupted them.
Yes.
They were so eager to personally wield the wealth for their own cause that they sabotaged any other claims.
Yes.
That finally brings us to Anonymom, aka Beatrice Watts. Her tales of Guy's parties and payoffs were true. She even approached Ruby before 5Ps was on news time.
Okay. Iya. Iya, berarti yang pertama cerita si
Ruby
Beatrice.
used Beatrice's truths to make Felix's lies feel real. then ruined the DNA test so that Beatrice looked phony in the public court of opinion.
Iya, karena dia ceritanya ke si Ruby-nya malah pakai cerita itu buat ngebenerin ceritanya Felix.
I feel worst for her in all of this.
Iya, dibilangin penipu, kasihan.
While Ruby and Felix stole the show, there were some other potential new family members as well.
Memang harta tahta itu ya, iya. Dan wanita sih. Okay.
Miracle Roottrees was less of an open and shut case. That said, it's very likely he had a son with Mary Beth Clementine.
Iya, anak yang paling muda ini.
Not Stuart. Mary Beth adopted him before she ever set foot in Butler County. That leaves Mark. The timeline fits.
Yes.
He showed up about 9 months after Mary
they
Beth
left a
visited
baby on her
Miracle.
doorstep in a
And
basket.
the basket baby story is a bit too convenient.
Yes, ini juga yang aku pikirin.
If that's not enough on its own, he was also bailed out by the sister of Edith Roottrees,
Oh iya,
Miracle
si
Jr.'s wife,
Lucinda.
after she changed her name to win that silly contest. Our best guess is that Mark was told by his mother whose son he was, and used that fact to put some pressure on Miracle Jr. We have no real proof of that, but nothing else really makes sense for why they'd be connected in that way.
Who named their child crocodile? Enggak, itu nama panggilan. Jadi ceritanya si Mark ini dia tuh pernah melakukan kayak pemindahan binatang secara ilegal. Nah, at one point dia tuh kegigit sama buaya. Dari situ dia ketangkep dan dapat julukan crocodile. Itu julukan.
Elias's affair was the most ambiguous.
Yes.
Gwyneth was able to coerce Elias to do things he wouldn't have otherwise done, like pressure to include me in the family. My son even mentioned them arguing about someone named Beth.
Yes, Beth.
Combined with Gwyneth's lisp, it's possible the name was actually Bess.
Yes.
Unfortunately, all we know about Bess Williams is that she wrote his book and died not long after, leaving her only son an orphan.
Yes.
The timeline fits with Wildcat, but there's no record if she had any other relationship. Honestly, I wouldn't say we had enough evidence either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Elias cheated. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Regardless, we haven't gotten in touch with any of the Williams clan yet. That means we haven't been able to do a DNA test. As Clark mentioned, from here on out, all of our DNA tests will be in person for both parties.
Masih tanda tanya berarti ya.
Lastly, we have a bit of a curveball. Ron Roottrees isn't related to us by blood. Gwyn was definitely pregnant, so it's likely Robbie is. When Ron and Robbie went to visit their mother at the end of her life, something changed. Additionally, there have been a few rumors circling around Ron. RR Productions canceled the Guys Like Us remake due to the director's illness. At the same time, Ron's wife Penelope began doing benefits for Huntington's disease, stating that she had become familiar with it. Huntington's is the same disease that Gwyn's former co-star Leslie Florence had.
Yes.
It's passed from parent to child.
It can skip a generation.
Because Gwyn and Wild Bill didn't have Huntington's, and Ron seems to, it's impossible Gwyn was his mother. I recently confirmed all this with Ron.
Yes.
At the end of her life, Gwyn told Ron the story. Leslie and Bill had an affair the same year Leslie learned she had Huntington's. Leslie got pregnant.
What a
Leslie
complicated
wasn't
story.
likely to survive to see her child grow up. And even if she did, she didn't want to be a burden. She begged Gwyn and Wild Bill to adopt her child.
Yes.
Gwyn did. Mere weeks after she found out she was having her own son, she also took in Ron.
Yes.
Wild Bill was a problem. Unreliable and a serial adulterer. Gwyn divorced him and never saw him again. Gwyn had already told Starlet she was pregnant, so it never really made waves when people saw her with a child in Paris. There was gossip during her divorce when she was discovered to be pregnant again. In actuality, it was the final months of her only pregnancy. To lay low, she stayed in Paris long enough that even her own family never had reason to question the timeline. It's one heck of a story, and frankly, nobody could be expected to piece the timeline together. Not with what few mentions of Gwyn's past have survived. But the Huntingtons itself? That's proof.
Iya, berdasarkan Huntington buktinya. Yes.
Ron suing Robbie to remove him from the Clancid Trust was a huge moment in my story, and a major catalyst for this entire investigation. Finding out that it's been pretty much backwards this whole time has been a bit surreal.
Iya, karena Robbie sebenarnya nggak bisa
So
dapat
that's where we're at.
trustnya.
Looking over the
trustnya.
information you sent us was useful. Without your tree, I'm not sure we would have ever discovered Ruby. All this
Yes.
information, this entire story, it's a lot, in more ways than one. Some of it has the potential to destroy marriages and ruin relationships.
It is.
We're handling it all very, very carefully. But we couldn't have gotten here without you. And with that, I guess our tale has finally, truly come to an end.
Finally.
What a strange one it was. No words can express how grateful I am to you for untangling this mess.
Oh boy, I'm having a headache
Honestly,
here.
I've had enough of my family's eccentricities and scandals for one lifetime. I imagine you have as well. And if not, well, there's always Elias's and Gwyneth's brothers and sisters.
No thank you, I don't need it.
Attention, Roottrees.
Yay! We did it! Selesai dengan banyak hint. Saking capeknya. Oke guys.
Man, y'all are hypocrites, sitting back in your massive estates, built from the cash that your ancestors gave you, acting like
bisa
you
skip
somehow
kah?
deserve
I
it,
need-
based on your family's creations. Yo, but look at here, sonny, don't you come for our money, or you might burn bright in hellfire someday, like that Madsen chick and her two dads. My pappy's Clancid Trust should keep you away. Yo, it's disturbing, catching a sermon from a geezer who's never known hurt, but blurts out these claims that somehow we're sinners cause we didn't earn it.
Okay,
When
we
all
did
of your
it.
worth it came free with your name. You expect me to treat your lectures on greed as some expert
Ayo.
creed from heat
Oh
without
la
blame.
la.
But instead, I turn my other cheeks and spread them. When you give me a kiss,
Ini
you'll know
layarnya
just
bakal
what it
menghitam
ain't.
sampai lagunya habis kan? Oke guys, jadi kita udah beres ya. Roottrees, ada Roottrees Ardat harusnya. Nggak ada chapter 3 lagi setahuku. Aku makan dulu. Nanti kalau misalnya apa? Nanti kalau misalnya udah makan, aku ada mood main lagi, aku main Luma Island lagi apa ya? Ketagihan. Oke guys, terima kasih buat yang udah datang. Tadi ada Kak Gula Batu, ada Williams. It was worth it somehow. Oke. Ada William, ada Kak Frey, ada Kak Hadi, ada Selin, dan ada Mbak Lon. Terima kasih banyak. Oh, you have a new game. Oh, the incident at the Galley House. Oke. Oke guys, terima kasih banyak udah menonton. Wait, let me just really quick. Oke, aku makan dulu. Nanti ya kalau aku pengen live, aku live lagi malam Luma Island kayaknya. Aja dulu guys, see you, bye bye. Thank you sudah menemani di petualangan The Roottrees Ardat. I finally can uninstall this game from my laptop. Okay guys, see you later, bye bye.